What is up, guys? HowToNation here. Today we're gonna finally build the PC that you guys have been waiting for. Alright, so here are some of the parts you guys can see. This is after me building it, but these are most of the parts that I'm going to use. I'm gonna go a little bit over each part I'm gonna use right now. So first we got these nice Corsair fans I got off of Amazon. As you guys can see, I got a 240 and a 120 pack. Each comes with two. And then we got for graphics card, we got the GTX 970 from MSI, which is a overall pretty good card. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst, so it's also pretty good. And then for memory, we got one 2 TB Toshiba drive from my old PC. I would like to mention that this is my first PC build, using some parts from old PCs and old parts from other stuff that I get. And then we got, I think it was a 500 gigabyte, or no, 750 gigabyte Seagate old hard drive I just had lying around, which is still pretty good. You can use that as a backup, I guess you could say. And I also got this Samsung Evo, not too sure what it was, but it's a 250 gigabyte one SSD, which is pretty good to load up games in the OS, which will go right there where you guys can see it because this case has a nice holder for it, which I'll go over also in the video. So for this drive, I just found some random disk drive I had lying around and used that. But for the RAM, I did use a 8 gigabyte and a 4 gigabyte Kingston RAM sticks, so I could get that dual channel. I had all this other RAM lying around, but I didn't want to use it. But anyway, I had for the motherboard, I went with a 970 Pro Gaming Aura from Asus. I have an unboxing on my channel that I go in depth into it. Overall, it's a really good motherboard. But I did get this motherboard after I finished the build, so you guys are gonna see some old motherboard inside the build, which I'm sorry for, but yeah. So here's the PC with the old motherboard in it. So ignore that motherboard. But for the cooler, I'm using a H10i GT from Corsair. It's a 280 millimeter fan, which is really good for overclocking. Gonna keep that CPU cool, which I'm gonna overclock. That's why I got the motherboard, because this motherboard I have right now doesn't support it. So that's one of the main reasons I got the other motherboard, which you guys can't see right now, but at the end I'll show you guys. And the weird thing is I couldn't record the install. I don't know what happened to my camera. I didn't record the install of all this stuff you're seeing right now, which I'm sorry for. But we're using the 725 watt Sensei power supply that I got off Amazon for like $60. It was on a deal or something like that. And those are the fans in there that you guys saw, the 240 and the 120s. Looking pretty good so far. So now we're gonna put in the graphics card, the 970 from MSI, and click it right in. You can see it clicks right in, just nice. And then tighten it down with a screw on the side, which this case makes it really easy because it's just a little thumb screw. But I still decided to use a screwdriver just to make sure there was no sag or anything from the card, which I doubt since it's not that big of a card either way. But just to be safe. And then in the back of the case, it's a little bit messy, even though I haven't put anything yet, except for some of the fans. But here's the power cords. We're gonna need to route these through the front, especially this 24 pin, the motherboard, and so we just route it through the front, through these grommets we have here, which make the cables hide a little more, especially what this power supply has is weird mesh on it to hide the mustard cables. But either way, it's a $50 power supply. You can see the mustard cables either way, but it doesn't really bother me that much since the sleeves are more black and you can see more of the blackish than the actual bright colors. But yeah, you just connect the 24 pin connector right there where it goes. And on the top, I got two 200 millimeter fans, as you guys can see from ManZXC. They both came with the case, except for one of them came in the front. Right here where I have these two 240s now, so I just put that one on the top so I wouldn't waste it and more airflow. Get taken out and help the push-pull from the radiator. And we got this Molex connector to connect it to the fan control switch. It runs off a Molex connector, I guess. And the SATA connector that powers the water cooling pump I think, yeah, it's a water cooling pump. So we're just gonna connect these right up real quick. The next will be the PCIe connectors, which will go to the graphics card, I mean. So we just connect those right up, pretty easy. This power supply comes with some weird connectors. You can like split them and stuff like that, which is kind of annoying. So I'm gonna be getting an extension in the future, you know, so it doesn't look that messy. But for now, it will do for the build because it is kind of a budget build, I guess you could say. And next, we're gonna connect the hard drives. So we got two hard drives to put in these slots right here that the computer comes with, which are pretty handy. They come with these nice clips that slip right in really easily, except for the second one. I kind of had some trouble with it. That's why I put the camera down and cut it real quick. But it slid right in right after I was messing it up a little bit. But yeah, looks good. The two hard drives are in, and now all you need to do is just connect the power to them, which are the nice little SATA connectors right there. Connect those two up. Luckily, the power supply can support a lot of accessories, I guess you could say. And next, we're going to put in the Evo, the SSD. Gotta make sure that's right there. I could put it with the other hard drives, but I thought I liked this spot a lot better. It's kind of hidden, and it's looks a lot cooler actually. After that, we are going to connect all the fans we have to this fan hub because we got a lot of fans to connect. We have quite a bit of fans actually, and all this cable right here is really messy, but there's some space in between as you guys can see. I pointed it out. So I'll close it right up and you guys can see that. So after closing it all up and organizing it a little bit, it fit perfectly fine. It's not bulging or anything. And next, now we're gonna put in the disk drive in there, where it belongs, obviously. So I put the face back on the PC case, and the case comes with these nice like toolless clips, I guess you could say, and you just slide it right in and click the clip, and you're good to go. And it's that easy. And then on the top, I just put the cover back on. I just clicked it right in from the. It's pretty easy actually for this case, but it's kind of hard doing it with one hand. So I had to take it slow, you know, because obviously using one hand is kind of hard. But anyway, after I put the thing on, you guys can see that the PC is looking pretty good, even though it has that old motherboard. But I'll show you guys the updated versions just so you guys don't have to look at that ugly motherboard anymore. Oh yeah, so I put the PC up where it's gonna be on my shelf. Well, it's kind of like a cabinet shelf, I'm not sure. I put the filters in. If you guys want to know more about the PC case, I have an unboxing that goes really in depth on my channel. You guys should check it out. It's a really good case actually. And yeah, so here's the PC how it looked after it was all done and built, and yeah. But I'm gonna show you guys right now how it looks now with the new motherboard and in the dark and all these other examples, so you guys can see that I built the PC. So that was the end of the video, and I hope you guys liked it. Just a quick little specs about the computer. I did overclock it to 4 gigahertz. Um, and if you're wondering what the CPU is, it's a FX 8300, which is a pretty good overclock for that processor. And if you guys do want to know how to overclock a processor, make sure to leave a like below or comment below, cause it's pretty easy. And if you guys need any help building a PC, I kind of know how to do it, and I can explain it pretty easily. But yeah, if you guys need any help, make sure to comment below. And I hope you guys liked the video. Like, comment, subscribe for more awesome content from me, HowToNation. Until next time, HowToNation out.